Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another video leading up to the second half of The Walking Dead Season 6. In this one, we're going to be counting down what are my top 5 most anticipated moments. This one was a viewer request from Storm Shadow, so thank you very much to him for all of his awesome video requests. I've done this before in the past. Going to be looking at the comic book series parts that we should be seeing in the next half and talking about which 5 are my most anticipated. Okay, so for this one, it's kind of like spoilers, but here's the deal. So we're talking about the top 5 parts that we want to see most from the original Walking Dead comic book series that should be adapted into this half of the season. So that said, it doesn't include spoilers. Well, it definitely includes spoilers for the comic book series. It kind of, I guess, could include spoilers for the TV series. I'll try to keep them at a minimum. You guys know I like to label the videos. If there's a video where we're talking about spoilers, then, I'll put that in the title. You'll know that, okay, there's spoilers in this one, and I should leaked info or whatever, and I shouldn't watch if I don't want to know anything. So I'll dance around some stuff here. I won't make it too obvious for anything, but at the same time, if you don't really want to know anything about the comic book series moments that we should be seeing coming up soon, this video may not be for you. Filming this before issue 150 hits, so really excited for 150. Should be hitting today when you guys are watching this. Can't wait to read the damn thing, and of course we'll get the review done for you guys ASAP. It's just that this is filmed the night before. I usually do my filming at night for the prior day. So so we'll talk about our top 5. So this half should pretty much include a larger world. We've got it missing up there. We've got the blue one, and we've got something to fear. What was that one called again? The blue one. I forget. But so those 3 is what we should is what we should be seeing in the second half. We've already started to see some parts of the first part. And of course, No Way Out, the greener one, kind of the brown-green one, is the one that we're kind of in right now. So top 5 from least kind of most anticipated to the most anticipated. All right, so the first one at number 5 is going to be, again, like I said, comic book spoilers, is when Ethan attempts to kill Gregory. Now, this one should be really cool to see. This will be after we see the Hilltop. And Gregory, of course, did a video describing who he is, if you guys didn't know from the comic book series who the character is. And what's basically going to happen is Negan has ordered this character named Ethan, who we don't really know much about. He's kind of, he just kind of shows up out of nowhere when Rick's group is just meeting Gregory and the others. And Negan sent Gregory a message, and he basically tells him that to die. Ethan's the one who's delivered the message, and he stabs him. But Rick intervenes because Rick sees what's happening right off the bat and jumps into action and ends up turning the knife around and killing Ethan. So he tries to kill Gregory. So it's a really cool turnaround, and then of course everybody kind of looks at Rick like, oh my God, what has he done? And he just kind of looks. He's like, what? That's when they all kind of. So it's really cool for how the Hilltop feels about Rick, considering he just killed this guy named Ethan, but he was protecting the leader of the community. And then they have like a burial afterwards, and Rick accidentally, I guess, kind of waltzes by and sees what's happening, and one of the guys attacks him from the Hilltop, punches him, this kind of deal, and it's pretty. It's a pretty crazy part, so that should be exciting. It should be right around Gregory's first appearance. I'm expecting that moment should occur probably around episode maybe 15, 14, maybe somewhere around there, or 13, something like that. Should be somewhere around there, so it should be good. That'll be in the later part of season 6, probably, if they adapt it verbatim pretty much. So that's number 5. A big fight. Should be interesting to see Rick get involved with that. And Rick's such a badass. Should be fun to see Andrew Lincoln's interpretation of how he does that. Number 4 is going to be when Paul Monroe shows up. So nicknamed Jesus. So this is also going to be a good one. And I've heard some spoilers about this one as well too. Apparently there's a fight going on, this kind of deal, between some of the survivors. And I won't get into too many spoilers there for what's been leaked about that. But basically, a really cool character in the comic book series. We have Michonne and Abraham who stumble upon him. Here he is here, and he's of course a character from the Hilltop, and I've done who his videos, describe videos about him in the past before I give my thoughts on the character. He is one of the biggest characters in the series, and he's one of the toughest too. He's also a homosexual, so there's that. So I just feel like I should mention that. But he's tough as nails. So he takes down Abraham and Michonne, and takes her sword, and almost kills Abraham, and then Rick kind of shows up, tells him that's it. Here's a really nice picture of Charlie Adler, great artwork here of him, and he explains it, and then Rick kind of tricks him, kicks his ass, stomps him down, and they capture him. So it's pretty cool. So there's a part right there. So that's a pretty anticipated one. It's when he makes his first appearance. That'll probably be somewhere around episodes like 13, 12, something like that, somewhere around there. So that's going to be number 4 as his first appearance, because he's a huge character. And I can't wait to see what happens with that. Apparently, maybe Daryl will be involved instead. Rick will be around there somewhere, and it should just be really cool to see. So that's number 4. Number 3 is going to be the first appearance of the Hilltop itself. So the Hilltop colony, the Hilltop community, huge community to see in The Walking Dead. Something that we've never really seen before. Something like this big, like a farming community like that has really no firearms, no weapons. Quite a bit different. You got chickens, you got the nice big buildings and everything, and people with spears, and it's just really cool environment. So to get to see that, and we've seen kind of some leaked pictures of them building it and stuff, should be pretty big, and that should be a big part of the episode when we get to see the community for the first time. We know with the Walking Dead TV series, it's not like a regular TV show where they just film wherever. Maybe they rent out a house or something and they just film there. With the Walking Dead, they have to buy and build communities to fit the series. Same with Game of Thrones, right? They have to actually build some castles or whatever to make it fit. They can rent out some in like the UK and stuff, or old parts of Ireland or wherever, but a lot of it they have to actually build those parts to have it fit. And The Walking Dead, of course, very similar to Game of Thrones in that way. So I can't wait to see the first appearance of the Hilltop. That should be awesome to see. That's going to be my number 3. Number 2 is, of course, just basically picking up where we've left off. Going into episode 9 should be big to see. Kind of that first episode when it comes back, and we pick up where we left off. Don't want to get in any spoilers there, but it should be really exciting to see. Of course, Sam, you've got him calling for his mom. Not a good idea when zombies are shoulder to shoulder. I heard Scott Gimple say that they wanted to get across the feeling of claustrophobia in the zombie, kind of herd that's around there. I think they did that. I think they did. It feels like, if you look at the scenes and the way they shot it, it's just like back to back. They're just pounded in because that's where all the noise was coming from. So a lot of the zombies are just like right out in front. They're just like packed in there, shoulder to shoulder, which is really cool. Because of course they don't care about themselves, but just like this at the bottom, like just right all on top of each other. So that should be really exciting. And again, like I said, I won't get into any spoilers, but what's going to happen with that? We've seen some stuff in the trailer. Rick's got the axe and he's cutting something. We don't know. But, oh man, to get to see that play out in the TV series version, it's going to blow my mind, because I remember reading it in the comic book series, that part right there, during No Way Out, and it was one of the biggest online, especially because I reviewed the comic book series when that hit. That's how long I've been doing this for, guys. I mean, I reviewed it when that issue came out. It's crazy that I had been doing week to week reviews or month to month reviews. I was doing it every week anyway, but I had been reviewing that. I remember the reaction from people when that issue hit, when that official was first released. And that was crazy, and the response was insane. So I feel like a lot of us online, we know the spoilers, we know what's going to happen, we know the comic book series storyline. But a lot of people who don't, I bet you, are going to be shocked at the second half's season premiere, the first episodes. It should be huge, man. So can't wait to see that and what happens all around. I was actually even shocked and surprised myself, knowing what's going to happen, knowing that it's probably going to be the same as the comic book series. So crazy stuff right there. So that's going to be big. And like I said, dancing around. Don't want to ruin anything for you guys who don't know, but expect big things for the premiere episode. It should be incredible. And number 1, probably one of the biggest ever for sure, in terms of like shock value and just it's fucking crazy. So, and number 1, of course, what could beat that? Now that's a tough one. What could beat that? The only thing that could beat that, I would say, is The Walking Dead issue 100s. Negan's first appearance, and who's he going to kill? That's obviously a question we've been talking about a lot. Something to Fear. It's going to be the finale. That's not the name of the episode. That's the name of the event in the comic book series. I don't know the episode name yet. They haven't announced it. I assume it's going to be Something to Fear or something like that. But that's going to be the season finale. That's going to be the final episode of the season, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be a cliffhanger. It's going to be like right near the end of the episode. So that has to be the number one most anticipated moment. Getting to see the first appearance of Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan is going to be, oh man, I'm just going to be buzzing after that. That might be one of the best episodes ever for sure. So I'm really excited for this year because this could be, the best Walking Dead year ever. We got 15 episodes of Fear the Walking Dead. You've got first appearance of Negan, Game of Thrones, hot as always. Oh man, I'm really excited for all the shows this spring and early summer and everything. Mr. Robot this summer, if you guys haven't seen that, awesome show too. I highly recommend that one as well. And so those are my top 5. Ethan attempting to kill Gregory's number 5. Number 4, the first appearance of Paul Monroe. Number 3, the first appearance of the Hilltop. Number 2, picking up from where we left off, the premiere basically, first part probably, as soon as they show us what happens with Rick and the gang. And then number 1, Something to Fear, Negan's first appearance, most highly anticipated moment. You guys can write yours in the comments below. Which parts are you looking forward to most from the comic book series? And like I said, I'll get that review for you guys ASAP for 150. Let me know what you guys think. If you liked this video, go ahead and thumb it up below. If you want to support the channel, you can share. You can favorite. And if you're new and you want to sub, you can sub at the bottom left. That's it for this one, guys. We'll see you again real soon. As always, it's Trev. I'm saying peace.